Hello guys, what is up? We are back. Just here to do some really kind of silly things that I kind of forgot to make a video on. First off, I'd like to point out that this is me and a Robert Bacher. I remember when Soren said, "You don't know Robert Bacher." Hey cunts, I do. All right, but but besides kind of thrashing on, well, not really thrashing, but more of like pointing out, I guess. We got some concepts for the Great War. We got some. We got the Spinosaurus objipticus concept art.
It goes a distance based upon how
So,
powerful it is.
as you can see right here, he has given the Spinosaurus a tongue and a little bit of lip here and there. I like that. Very, very nice. He has some models of it being, I'm guessing, completely submerged, but also it's swimming on top. But besides that, we have a top view and a like under view. With that, we got some skins. One of the penguins, I think this is like a juvenile penguin or like one of those brown puffy penguins. Adorable, by the way. Oh yeah, in the front view of the face. But also, we got a blue and green skin. I forgot what that fucking skin was off of. Hold up. If you, just to give this guy credit, he's a very, very fucking good artist. I find him very, very good. Cameron. Well, I'm not sure how far he's done with this, but I told him to give this Spinosaurus a little pouch, kind of like a pelican, and give him a little bit more feathers because it's kind of like it looks like it's skin wrapped in. Yeah. All right, brown penguin colored. There's a. I also did a show. Oh, Showbill. Showbill stork. So here's a Showbill stork skin and a flamingo skin, which actually is my fucking favorite. I'll play that shit. Before we go on, to get skins, for right now, for most of the dinosaurs I have given, like I did some work on Google Docs, like giving these creatures skins, lots of them. Like I did most of the population besides the alien population, or the aliens and stuff. I only, right now, most of those are defaults, but if you guys would like to come on my Discord and help me out with, let's just say, helping out with skins, maybe even creating your own concept art and, like, send it to me in private messages so I could take a look at it. If I like it, I'll post it on Discord, and I'll like that. Some people like sent me like a Spinosaurus M. So Spino Dragon. I'm sorry for being an asshole. I really don't want to be an asshole to you. I do like some of your artwork. It's just the Spinosaurus was like, it didn't really catch my eye. Like it kind of made me avoid that as much as possible. I have nothing against you personally. It's just I don't really find that kind of like, oh, I want it. So don't take that like sentence as like a insult. But it's just it doesn't really catch my eye. So but also I like how he does like shows some of these muscles, showing that he's putting some effort into doing whatever he's doing, like running, I'm guessing. But it feels like it's too skin wrapped. But it's alright, it's alright. It's fucking good. It's not the official model for the dinosaur, so we're fine. Don't fucking change it, please. Please. It's okay. Stop it. Alright? Alright, let me just put it right there. So most of the things have defaults, so you could just come to my my DeviantArt. Not DeviantArt, what the fuck? Hold up, I kinda wanna watch that. Let's just save that for later because drama alert is a fucking gold mine. Why? I don't care about cars. The first one is okay. It got a little boring after the third time I was watching it.
Oh fuck.
But of that, I posted the link to my Discord, invite link to my Discord right here, but also I have a link here which allows you to come to my Discord and check it out. We have like several different channels and all that. So, if you don't know what a show Bill Stork looks like, I would like to show you with Google Images. It does look a good amount like that. I actually kind of like it. So, I find these, and maybe a little bit of this pretty cool. This one I'm not too sure, but yeah, we got 4 skins already for Spinosaurs A. If you want to do it, make sure to you may go to my Discord and like download it and kind of like I guess find something for like paper and just draw outlining lightly around your like on your monitor, which let me just put it in this way that people could understand a little bit better. So download that, right? Put a piece of paper on it, put your computer on to high brightness, and try to draw like the outlining of it, or unless you're really good at copying the model itself, then you could work on the images or the skins. But I suggest you work on dinosaurs that don't really have skins, like Tarbosaurus, which this guy made it Tyrannosaurus, but I felt like it didn't really fit Tyrannosaurus very well, so I gave it to what the fuck was it called? Nanucurosaurus or something like that. It's like an Arctic dinosaur right here, because it kind of like fits it with all the fluff it has. It fits the Arctic areas. So, of course, if it doesn't really fit the profile I'm really looking for, I'll put it as something else. At first, I put it at Tarbosaurus, but here's the classic Spinosaurus. I heard that the provider, which is the guy who made this, is going to make the legs longer. It was kind of bothering me. It was kind of like triggering me. Just a little bit. Like, if you've seen some of these images, they look really weird. I also put at everyone if they want to do a crocodile Spinosaurus, which I kind of wanted to go after this kind of theme. So whoever is the artist of this artwork, I'm sorry, I don't really know who like your name, but it looks fucking good. I love it. I'd love to see this. So, kind of like similar designing. And another reason why is because people ask for quad Spinos all the time. So I was like, you want quad Spino? You have the Croc Spino. And kind of a little bit like this, but mainly off of this because it's kind of croc-like, and it doesn't look. It's not really meant to be accurate, but more like, oh, cool, that's an interesting thought area. But also, we got a Basilosaurus, which this guy has a orca whale default. But that's basically all that I have for the Great War concepts. Please, if you guys want to join my Discord and make some more, let's say, concepts that are not already made, I'll be so well appreciated. For right now, we only got like 3 contributors: Spino Dragon, Cameron, and the provider, and they are the only 3 that are doing concepts, and I find them really kind of good and interesting. Especially Cameron's, like, holy shit. Like fucking wow. He has the front view, he has the front up face with the tongue, its mouth open and all that. And the underbelly, the top, it's swimming and somewhat abilities, and the skins. It's fucking really good. And his little mini tongue, which I'm guessing it was kind of more a mistake, or it's just a model. So I'm trying to make these dinosaurs as realistic as possible. So, but however, actually, I feel like we need to work on the dinosaurs first, then move on to the mammals, then move on to the aquatics, because like there we have a lot of Spinosaurs, so Cameron will be busy on Spinosaurs. Cameron is fucking good with Spinosaurs. I'm actually gonna leave it to him. Granted, I'm fairly good with Spinosaurs, but it's kind of like eh. I'm not sure how good he is at drawing Ceratosaurus, but we'll see. Um, of course, some of these concepts are there just for a little example, and I fucking forgot
Santa.
to put that
Just leave this group again.
that picture. Can I like open that and like drag it to here? Can I do that? Or yes, I can. All right, so that covers the classic Spino right there. So the more the concepts we get, more of these images go away, and we don't want to get copyrighted, of course, because fuck getting copyrighted. You could hardly see that shit. What the fuck?
What I know about.
Let's just minimize that and move it more this way. All right. So, of course, I added another Spino, the Seal Spino, just for the funsies. So, there you go. We got another Spinosaur, and I forgot to fucking replace that one again. Fucking really, dude. Well, let's actually just do that right now. I really like his old concept, too. I really do. Where to put it? Actually, let me try to minimize this. Make it fit right here. And that's going to be the default for this Seal Spino, by the way. So let me try to, despite all that, this was his first sketch, and it looked really, really cool, despite the sail, but that's fine. I like the way he drew the, I'm guessing that's a nostril. I'm guessing. I'm not too sure. I have no idea what that is. The tongue, somewhat quilly feathers, pretty neato. I'm actually, like, I kind of want to keep it. And I actually might make him a custom model so he could play with it for scientific reasons. But that's the main Spinosaur, and I really love it.
What's on your notes?
He's just spamming me, really.
But we made an edit to the document.
Do it again.
Before we get there, let's talk to about the mutants, because that's kind of like our main thing. So I think I mentioned it, but I'm not too sure. I'll do it again because I can. So we gave a we made 2 islands full of reptiles. So this is gonna be full of reptiles with all these are giant, by the way. So a giant frilled lizard, giant Chinese water dragon, giant caiman lizard. They're basically like the one from Journey Center of the Earth 2, with like the giant bees and small elephants or shit, and a big ass lizard. It's kind of like that. Giant thorny dragon, which is gonna be the bleeder. I have labels, so the giant Draco, the giant common basilisk,
She doesn't look like she needs to look up.
and poison, which is gonna be giant rattlesnake, and giant king cobra, which can spit, and spit can cover a human, and it's kind of like it could suck a human, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty neato. Besides that, I kind of want to point out this. All right, we got some guardians of the prehistoric planet, which is, you know, the dinosaurs. So we got the coral serpent, basically a water dragon that has coral spikes for camouflage and has long coral horns on its head. Can swims very can swim very effectively. Lives, sleeps in the ocean, but however, on land it's slow. And when flying out of the water, it only flies for a short duration of time. Has a paragorgy coral, which looks like kind of like I think I have some. It's on the slideshow somewhere. It's in the mythical creatures. I have these 2 concepts. I already drew them. If someone wants to make them better looking, when I'm talking about this coral right here. I thought that looked pretty neat. So, all right, where were we? As like a sail, or as like a stego plate appearance, webbed feet and a webbed tail, grouping of coral on parts of its body, like side, chest, hip, shoulders, and a little on the neck, kind of like armor, for our armor kind of purpose, and camouflage. And the other one, as you tell, the coral serpent is basically the underwater guardian, while the obsidian wyvern is more of the like the rest of the world's guardian. It is gonna be the guy who protects the land, and is basically the first wall before they get to the ocean. A wyvern that with some magma on its underbelly. Everything else is obsidian. Obsidian spikes on its back and sharp wings, with some obsidian sharp points of the wings in front of the wings, kind of like, so it could really, when it does, like kind of like in Pokemon where it could use its wing as like an attack, which it's gonna fuck up the Pokemon and or whatever's flying, or in Fossil Fighters where it kind of does that wing attack again. It's kind of like that, so I could use that. But also prehistoric mutants and hybrids. Now I kind of want to have a little fun with this. So we got split Spino. A Spino A with two spines on both sides of its back. And I'm feeling like I kind of want to give it a sail in the middle as well, kind of like Scorn from Transformers, that Spinosaurus thing, on the side of its back. But it can be used to bend flat, giving shade on the ground. But it also can use like kind of like some cranes cover the water while they fish, which I'm actually going to show that. There's a crane
Yeah, you can like res one person.
covering water or something.
Ugh.
Worst case scenario, if you're not gonna get the second one, so.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a fucking thing.
Repulsed.
Which is bad.
Covers water? Question mark?
I went to see if I had
Are you fucking kidding me?
a page. I do. It's thankfully empty.
Fucking, but hold up. What was those birds that fucking? Alright, I guess I'm about to do it myself, personally. Alright, fuck my life. Yeah, I got a haircut, if you haven't noticed already. So, kind of like, pretend my wing, there's like feathers right going downward, as like usual. So, it could do like this. Kind of like those cranes. I forgot the fucking name because I'm an idiot. But that's what I'm talking about. And it could hunt shit. Putting shade, kind of like giving a little more help to the eyes. But the
At least they use the
the
fire
two
starter.
sails, like, in a way, kind of flatten. They kind of go at a diagonal, going from the back. Ah, fucking, I'm about to do face cam again. So, we got the sail in the middle, right? And these are the two sails, right? But they could bend like this, covering the water or the ground. Which also could help with
Dino's meant to sleep.
giving some
Really jostling the controls.
warmth adjustments, I guess, to the eggs that parent has laid on the ground.
If you ever look at a
So it could kind of function like that. If it's the eggs are getting too hot, you could just cover them with those sails and or like cover them kind of like a roof or like a what are the fucking things called on the roofs or like patios where they could just like flat it out and you have shade. But like one of those things, kind of like that. But also there's a mechanism kind of like that functions like a Dilophosaurus, from Jurassic Park, where it kind of goes off the neck, but they're all feathers. Don't fucking worry about webbed frill or whatever, kind of like in the
One of the items
frilled lizard.
is
Um,
apparently.
They'll kind of function as kind of like a dog cone, a dog punish cone, but it can either be used for it doesn't like flat out go outsides, but more of like kind of like at a way a diagonal kind of direction. So it's not like, oh, plain ew, but more of like kind of like a diagonal. It could be used for intimidation, but also kind of same thing with the crane shit,
Oh, this is a
where it could just fish. It's kind of like more up close. Let's keep on reading. I have to keep face cam on. I have no idea if I need to do another one. A dog cone on functional like a Dilophosaurus, but the cone be more wider. Yeah, that. Give shade over water and retracts like the JP Dillo, so it could like flatten out. So we got the frill right, and it could just flatten over the neck. So if it's really cold, it could just cover up on its neck and no problem. But also kind of, I guess, could work for protecting its neck, kind of like more like in reinforcement, not well reinforcement, but an average one. Splits cone. Well, oh yeah, I thought I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's just the name of the Spinosaurus. Cone will have be made of long feathers. The jaw is fairly thicker than normal Spinosaurus. Actually, good amount. Alright, there you go. The jaw is way thicker than normal Spinosaurs, which means it has a chance to face off against T-Rex or any other crusher. So what I'm basically saying is he could also has it's kind of like the JP Spino or the Isle Spino, where they could either go fishing or they could go fucking hunt other dinosaurs without any problems. Of course, I don't think we're gonna like make there'll be a mechanism of Spinosaurus when it bites you. You get a chance of like wiggle around and to break its jaw. I don't really want that because it's like, all right, how is that gonna work? So we're just gonna give the Spinosaurus very, very, very low damage, like 50 damage. But depending on like the health of creatures, like if humans are 100 health, maybe 50 or 20 damage. I'll probably put them at 50. And T-Rex is like at let's put them at like 900 health or something like that. Then it'll have like fucking 50 damage. Yeah. I don't. That's not official yet. I'm just using a little example because I don't really know. But that's basically what I'm talking about.
I couldn't find
But yeah, that's something to work forward to. But if someone wants to make that fucking concept for that guy and I could judge off, I would love to. It definitely makes my day a lot easier. But Spinosaurus A, alright. Yeah, we already showed off the skins for the Spinosaurs. So, Nanotyrannus will have a vulture skin. T-Rex will have a chicken skin as a default. Carcharodontosaurus will have a golden eagle. Giganotosaurus will have an eagle default. A Acrocanthosaurus with an osprey skin. Megaraptor with a northern goshawk. Those are fucking beautiful, by the way. I'll actually show you that. They are fucking gorgeous. Of course, I'm not gonna show you every bird skin because it took me like fucking 5 days to do that shit. But they are pretty gorgeous. So that's basically the only one I'm gonna show you. If you wanna like look at some more, feel free. I already posted in the Discord. So if you want to have basically the Word document already available to you, here it is. I just don't have the other creatures that are on top,
Oh, I got sniped.
like these. I only have it to myself, but you know I could do that right now.
As soon as you said pick up armor, I went towards
Let me
it,
just
you shot
put
me in
that
the
right
face.
there.
Oh,
So if you want to make skins or make concepts, there's the fucking
Oh,
list.
yeah, she was. In
Have
the
fun.
beginning.
I think I have the ghost in the. I don't have the morphers yet. I didn't make the morpher yet. If someone wants to make human models like the female and the male, please, for fuck's sake, please. I am awful at making humans. Um, I, f- I was almost gonna make a bush skin. Not a bush skin, a bushy creature. I almost about to draw him, but I didn't really get there. We got Ghost. I drew him. It's kind of poor, but all right. Oh well.
Someone just set up a microwave over there.
Oh yeah, that's something to work off of. Gogiosaurus has a ribbon-tailed Ostrapia. Hanyan Hulang Tenji is a rainbow lorikeet. Coelophysis is a resplendent Quetzal bird. Allosaurus is Hoopoe.
Oh, that was savage.
Dilophosaurus has a Bally Bird of Paradise default. Utahraptor has a Golden Pheasant. Docotaraptor has a Merlin default. Archeraptor has a Black Kite. Ceratosaurus has a Japanese Sparrowhawk default. Concavinator has a Lear's Macaw. Displatosaurus has a Northern Cardinal default. Tarbosaurus has a African Crowned Crane. Alright, Albertosaurus has a California Condor. Velociraptor has a Roadrunner default. A black-tailed Gnatcher.
That's 500 pages of incorrect.
Titanus has a Secretary Bird. Fucking whatever. Kalinkin has a
Page is pretty
of
It's like-
Avocat. Fucking really. Sinotyrannus has a Tyrant Flycatcher. Carnotaurus has a Horned Lark default. And a Horned Owl. Because those apparently have... I kind of want a red Carno. I want a red Carno. Or a red Majungasaurus. Yeah, alright.
Oh, it wasn't over?
I want a red Carno.
Nah, that was over.
Red.
Oh yeah, you're playing play. Doesn't matter.
I am curious of what you guys are gonna make because I love the Isles red Carno. I wish it didn't get removed, but alright. No blue Rex. It's okay, but it's just maybe. I'm gonna think about it. Probably I'll be okay with it, but let's move on. Megalosaurus will have a horned Grabri. Giganotoraptor has a cassowary default, a showbill stork, and toucan. Toucan's fucking good.
Why don't you send
Oviraptor will have a spoonbill default and Rose 8 spoonbill.
Okay.
Australorvinator will have a coral forms. Microraptor will have a woodpecker, which actually that would be pretty neat. Archaeopteryx will have a Nuthatch. Argentavis will have a gray-faced buzzard.
That is awful.
Ichthyornis, alright. Sandpiper default. Pelagornis will have a seagull default. Troodon will have a Vesnadea
I'm curious.
default.
Make all
Compsognathus will have a American Sparrow default and a
like have a
Chrosoforms,
like,
or
say
whatever the
that
fucking
you-
thing is.
I can imagine
Parasaurus will have a
piece of paper,
Accipitary default. Hesperornis will have a little penguin, a king penguin default,
Oh,
a crested penguin, and
This is something I'm watching.
chin strap penguin, which, by all that, you could already tell that it's
you know,
Pelag-
shoebox of
penguin
parts with it
similar.
on 'em.
Majungasaurus will have a great horned bill, ground hornbill default, and eastern yellow billed hornbill. Monophalosaurus will have a blue jay, which actually that would be pretty cool to see. Neovenator will have a rose robin default. Yingchunosaurus will have a gala. Cryolophosaurus will have a red robin. There's 2 red robins, but okay. Ornitholestes will have a lilac-breasted roller default. Guanlong will have a purple martin default. Nanucursaurus will have a blue bunted default. Bunting, sorry. Chilobator will have a
Why don't you go
green jay. Quanziosaurus will have a violet green swallow default.
That is
Sites will have a common blackbird and a
Never played it.
magnolia
It's-
warbler
It's pretty fun.
warbler default. The Spinosaurus. Wait a minute. Did we already do Spinosaurus though? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's
What
all
the
it is.
fuck?
So Summer's Rift, with assassins, like the cooldowns are really
Well,
low.
good thing I'm overrating the shit. Where's the Spinosaurus? Right here.
I think I better get back to work.
Oh, that's in a different font. Fuck him. Stupid bitch. Most of these are in a different fucking area. What the fuck? Why is this the only one that's like the problem? Why are these only? Alright, whatever. I don't care.
I do feel bad for Sledge having a solo queue because we.
Alright. Oh yeah, shit. I knew that looked fucking awfully familiar. Alright, so where is the other Spinosaurus? Will you delete that one?
But after that, other heroes.
Bambi Raptor. Aina, spotted deer. Just spotted deer. Fucking just put that down. Mind that shit. Spotted deer. Bambi Raptor. Come on, Bambi Raptor. Really? Whoever named that? It's actually a thing, by the way. I want to be completely clear. Bambi Raptor. I had no idea about him. No idea. And like I gave the Giraffe Titan a giraffe skin and Bambi Raptor a fucking deer skin. 'Cause let's fucking be honest. That's dank. Yeah. Bambi Raptor. So. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know how big he is though. Actually, let me just do the size look real quick. Oh, he's actually pretty small. He's maybe it can contest with a Velociraptor, maybe. But other than that, nah, I can't really see anything. That looks pretty cool, actually. That looks really good. Can't really use it or take credit. Well, can't take credit by default, but yeah. And Thrush and Wren. Megalosaurus will have a Tegu, the classic Megalosaurus, by the way. Tegu, Demosaurus Monitor default, and Analus Disjus. Classic short-faced Spinosaurus have a King Penguin, Runner Duck, Tegu Lizard Skin default. The classic T-Rex will have a baby chicken skin and iguana. Alright, let's move to the herbivores. Brachiosaurus will have a Bitterns default. Titanosaurus will have a Herons. Egret default for Patasaurus. Brontosaurus will have a rosy face lovebird. Stegosaurus will have scissor tail flycatcher. Triceratops will have a suburb bird of paradise, which actually looks pretty cool. When you do see it's like I guess style like this, it'll be fucking good. It'll be gold on a Triceratops or an Ceratopsian. See that shit on a like frill? You're set, my man. It's pretty cool. What the fuck? Oh. I'm scared. Alright, let me just move that and that. So, yeah. Pachycephalosaurus will have a ruby crowned kinglet. Dracorex will have a canvas back. Staggy will have a northern mockingbird. Ankylosaurus will have a buff-breasted sandpiper. Styracosaurus will have a red-winged blackbird. Therizinosaurus Stellar's Jay, if I believe correctly, is like some blue bird. Some of these I will look up. Yeah. Dinosaurs will have a duck default. Pink showbill stork and Montosaurus kestrel default. Tyrannosaurus western scrub jay. Gastornis will have a grackle, common grackle. Dodo, American crustal default, and pink robin. Parasaurolophus, long-crested myena, Argentinosaurus, Merlin, Protoceratops, Western tanager, uh, Pachyrhinosaurus, American goldfinch, Kentrosaurus pigeon, Iguanodon hoatzin, Diplodocus, hillbilly fan art, which I actually need that, like with buck teeth and shit. Of course, make it have its lips like lifting itself up, like nee. Not like already like it looks like the lips are removed, but make sure you have the lips raised, and with like put some farm clothes on them. Northern cassowary default, which is for the Diplodocus because it has like that weird neck shit, like that yellow cassowary thing. Gallimimus ostrich default, Ornithomimus emu, Orodromius pergrime falcon, Camarasaurus moorhen, Nigerosaurus roseate, spoonbill, not Diaboceratops parrot, giraffe titan, a giraffe default, just for the funsies, not to be accurate, just for the fucking funsies. Because come on, whoever names a dinosaur a giraffe titan, and it sounds like a giraffe, they're obviously asking for something funny to happen. Myosaura shrike, Shantangosaurus cobird, Psittacosaurus is a quillbird, Bipasaurus is rail, Falcarus is booby bird, fucking what? Anosaurus purple finch, Labiosaurus pink-headed fruit dove, Gastonia old world flycatcher, Margia an eastern bluebird, Sachina mountain bluebird, Skylidosaurus, Lambrodonornis, Amargasaurus sunbird, Hopslophodon, violet-crowned wood nymph, Dryosaurus black-billed magpie, Barosaurus oregonithus, Plateosaurus purple starling default, Lepioceratops honey creeper default, Zalmoxes American purple Gillenule default. And to make it clear, for God's sake, please stop offering ideas for dinosaurs. No more dinosaurs. Your guys' main thought process, I guess, should be on, well, I think our mammals are fine, but maybe a little bit more mammals, maybe like 3 of them, and maybe like 2 more herbivores, and I think the aquatics are fine. Maybe a little bit more herbivores than aquatics that are meant for like speed. Proto-mammals were alright. That's okay. It's good enough. That's about it. So maybe a little bit more amphibians, but that's about it, to be honest. But classic Stegosaurus, armadillo, an eastern box turtle. Classic Apatosaurus, a western basilisk. Classic Iguanodon, a rhino horned lizard. And let's move on to the mammals. Smilodon will have a tiger default, a white tiger, and a purple tiger. Just for fucking purple tigers, just fucking around. Short-faced bear will have a grizzly bear default, American black bear, Asian black bear, panda bear, and a polar bear. Dire wolf will have a Eurasian wolf default, tundra wolf, and Macaronese river wolf. North American lion will have a American African lion default, Carteryx and panther, and Andrewsarchus will have a Rottweiler, a St. Bernard, and Diol default. Hyenodon will have a spotted hyena and striped hyena, a bat-eared fox, and a red fox. Spotted hyena will be the default. Thyclus will have a snow leopard and cheetah default, and a cougar. Marsupial lion will have a ocelot, a jaguar, and a black jaguar. Dietodon will have a wild boar default, hippo, Baxian, and Mukta. Fucking really. Bear dog will have a panda bear, a red panda default. Spotted hyena as himself. and I just realized I forgot an L. Striped hyena as itself. Perlovia, Wolverine, animal, not the fucking superhero. Anteater as himself. Woolly mammoth will have a brown default, albino, and alpha, which has an it's basically alpha is albino with scars. I guess. I don't know. Columbia mammoth, African bush elephant default, and Indian elephant. Megatherium will have a giant anteater. A pygmy three-toed sloth default. The mammals are like one of the most difficult ones to pronounce. Yeah, milk. Healthy. Is he still streaming? I guess. Oh, he's not. That's Overwatch? Oh, no, it's not. Like, whoa, what a hell of an update. They improved it a lot. Whatever this fucking guy is, because actually, I think it's like a somewhat. Oh yeah, it's that fucking thing. It's kind of like a deer without the horns, but with that trunk thing. That from Walking with Beasts, the Smiley Downward Hunting. But it gave that guy a gazelle default and a zebra. Forgot to put the parentheses. Elasmotherium, a giant anteater default. Gleptodon will have a giant armadillo. Diprotodon will have a koala, because I like that kind of trunk thing. Dinotherium, Bornea elephant default. Just keep in mind, I don't really know much about mammals involving prehistoric ones. So, if there's any experts on them, let me know. I'll probably also talk to my museum people as well. Maybe Rubberbacher. But yeah, Doedicurus will have a Brazilian three-toed banded armadillo default. Dinotherium, Bornea elephant default. Brontotherium, Sumatran rhinoceros. Calcotherium, gypsy horse default. Shar horse, Percherion, and thoroughbred Lipzion. Phiomia, Asian elephant default. Megalosaurus, rhinoceros. Alright, Rishies. Alright. Moose default, spotted deer, and elk. Castrates, which is a beaver. North American beaver default, and Eurasian beaver. Procoptodon, eastern gray kangaroo, and red kangaroo. Platybodum, fucking elephant default. Desmustius, fuck, I can't pronounce any of these fucking names. I actually want to die. Hippo default, I can't. Paraceratherium, Havan, rhino default, Asian elephant, and giraffe, because it's like one of those fucking things again. Unitherium, Indian rhinoceros default, tapir as itself, and bison as itself. I know, there's different, patterns of, tapir, looks, but I'm talking about the black and white one. Alright, so aquatics. Megalodon will have a great white shark. Dunkleosteus will have a sucker mouth catfish. Just kind of like that spotted one that you see at Walmart in those fish tanks. Lycoprion, spotted ratfish default. Short-fin mako shark, and brown-banded bamboo shark. Eudustus, whale shark, and blue shark default. Elasmosaurus, tiger snake default, and reticuloid python. Sea scorpion, Arizona. No, fucking really. Oh my god. Arizona bark scorpion default, and emperor scorpion. And Amnocaris, Amano shrimp, wild white-legged shrimp, and Jesus edwardiaceae default, and Hormasus Yamrus. As you can see, I have a lot of defaults, but some of them I gave a lot of skins. If you have any ideas for skins for dinosaurs, go off of birds. Period. For everything else, mammals, same thing. Mammals, not a lot of them have really interesting coloring. So that's kind of why most of them just have flat out defaults. And ammonite, mimic octopus, and common octopus default. Basilosaurus orca default. Ichthyosaurus hourglass dolphin. Amazon river dolphin, and striped dolphin default. So this is basically a giant octopus. I mean squid. Home-bolted squid, colossal squid default. Firefly squid, big fin reef squid. Leopleurodon, black mamba default, and yellow-bellied sea snake. Plesiosaurus chemophora default, red-bellied black snake. Banded water snake. Uroptipede, striped bark scorpion, and hatogenes, blah blah blah. Piranha, red-eyed piranha default. Hybidus, tiger shark default, bull shark. Exopectinus, red-bellied piranha default. Alligator gar, Florida gar, long-nosed gar default, and alligator gar. Tanistropheus, coral reef snake default. Ribbon snake and mud snake, tigerfish, tiger, and a tigerfish as its default, orca whale as itself. Staphylocanthus, which is basically a shark. Oh shit, I forgot to put them on the slides. Fuck. Hammerhead shark default as the Staphylocanthus, and hammerhead shark as itself, which I put them as that because like Staphylocanthus is basically like the nail, like with that like flat thing on its like above its head or something on its body, kind of like its fin, I guess, dorsal fin, and it looks like a fucking nail. And hammerhead shark looks like it can nail that shit into its fucking body or something. I kind of put those two in there as like a little jokey. A goblin shark as itself, sawfish as itself, and common frilled shark as itself. You know what? You get to read it yourself. Fuck reading all this. Fuck that, dude. I didn't finish all of them yet because breaks need to happen. How long? Oh shit, it's 47 fucking video. Holy shit. Oh, I just realized my fucking thing is on. Oh well. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna put these things in, and hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. See ya.